Anyway, after Hansel's untimely death, thank you very much, Mom. Gretel went and married a wandering woodcutter. And they had a daughter, who would eventually imprison their daughter in a tower. Nice parents.
But
There's always a but.
one question remains.
Where did the witch come from?
Funny you should ask. Once upon a time, there was a dwarf.
I prefer little person. In fact, two dwarfs.
I prefer dwarf.
And they worked hard all day in the mines. Until one day they came home to find... What the heck is that thing?
She's huge! Get her away from me! She's gonna eat me!
See, in those days, most people were cannibals, which explains the witch from before. But our first dwarf, who we will name Dopey, Slappy, was great.
God, I like ladies. So, babe, I couldn't help but noticing you're already in my bed.
No, it's a children's story.
No. So, I'm gonna chop you up and eat you.
You don't get to eat Snow White. You're not the villain.
No, look! I'm doing some character work. Slappy's had a hard life. He's been discriminated against for being a dwarf. He works in the mines all day. He's got like a black lung, you know? And he hates the world. He just hates it.
No. We're doing these stories as originally written.
You know, maybe we should just let him rewrite this one.
These are classics.
Okay. I've got another one. I've been cursed by a witch, and I now have supernatural powers. Isn't that awesome?
Besides, some of the originals are, how do I put this lightly, incredibly stupid.
Classics.
Okay, and now I can animate zombies! I've always wanted to animate zombies.
That is classic. Fine. You want a classic? I will show you a classic. Number 191, Lean Lisa.
Never heard of it.
Am I beautiful?
You're lean.
Ooh, skinny. I've always wanted to be skinny. Ever thought of ingesting tapeworm eggs? It really clears you out on the inside.
So, once upon a time, Lean Lisa lay in bed with her husband, Long Lawrence.
Do I get to be along Lawrence?
Yeah.
Sweet. Dear husband, I was thinking. I'm trying to sleep, woman.
I'm tired of being poor and hungry. What if we took the cow in the field and tried to get her to have calves? Then we could sell the calves and have more money. We wouldn't have to starve anymore.
That sounds like a lot of work.
You're lazy.
Quit wagging your tongue, woman!
And she died.
Seriously? That's what it says?
Yeah, check it out yourself.
Wow, that story sucks.
Can I tell my version now?
Are you gonna feed me or what?
Yes, we're starting over right now.
Fine.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Snow White.
Yeah!
You're going to be Snow White this time.
Really? I've always wanted to be Snow White. Since my 5th birthday party. It was a dress-up party, and all my friends came as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Boba Fett and that creepy thing from the McDonald's commercial. But I was Snow White, and I was so pretty in my dress and my wig and my tiara. It was the happiest day of my life. Until my mother told me I was a boy. Then again, she was the one who had been dressing me like that
And
since...
moving on.
She was the most beautiful girl in the entire kingdom.
I am the prettiest!
But her stepmother was jealous.
Snow White.
Stepmother.
Is that a zit I see on your face?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
You know, I do believe you're putting on weight.
What about this body, sister? My curves are tight and streamlined, like a racing yacht owned by a rich Colombian drug dealer.
Yeah, right. I think you might need to tweeze your eyebrows. You're looking puffy.
My eyebrows are sculpted like a block of clay in the hand of a blind god of sculpting eyebrows. Stop.
So one day, her stepmother went into her room and gazed into her magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Certainly not you.
my looks.
Fashion magazines.
Okay. Mirror, mirror, hanging over there. How do I make young people care?
Put it in a music video with hot chicks.
That's not a very good idea.
Yes, it is.
And just then, it was her stepmother.
Stepmother.
Snow White.
Snow White.
Stepmother.
Look at me and no despair, Snow White, for I have a lot of money and have been through a lot of plastic surgery in Hollywood. My bust points north, my skin is as smooth as a lake after a storm, and I've had all my tattoos lasered off. I've tucked, sucked, vacuumed, and erased every visible trace of life experience in the past 27 years, and now I am more beautiful than even you.
Not quite.
Dang it! Well, how about this nice apple as a peace offering?
When are you going to learn, stepmother, that women should not be judged by their surface beauty, but rather by the contents of their brains?
That's just stupid.
Well, how about I use my martial arts skills to take you out then?
Eat the apple!
I will never eat that!
I was just in the neighborhood looking for a chick and a cobra to make out with, and whoa! Chick fight!
And it's a glorious battle.
Go Snow White!
A titanic struggle of good and evil. Purity versus corruption. Until finally,
I shall transform myself into a black dragon. Ha 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 ha.
no, that was in the Sleeping Beauty movie.
I thought we were doing Sleeping Beauty.
No, this is Snow White.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Take this witch!
I'm melting! Actually, I'm bleeding! That was hot.
Like somebody else I know, for instance.
You're very forward.
I'm a modern woman. Come on, let's get married.
And they all lived happily ever after and avoided traditional gender roles. And the 7 little dwarfs cooked and cleaned and did all the other junk that Snow White was supposed to do in the story. The end.